So it says draw a triangle and label angles 1, 2, and 3 as shown here. Draw a line through the base of the triangle. And so basically they've drawn all this. They're saying that you need to draw it, but you don't need to. Just leave it in the book. It says the parallel postulate states that through the point, so if we extend the lines, we've got a transversal. So this is like a transversal. We'll call it T1, and we'll call this one T2. And then once we extend those lines, it says label the angles formed by B and the transversals such as 4 and 5. So this angle's 4, this angle's 5. Well, because 4 is an alternate, because 4 is I'm trying to think of how, I know the answer, I just don't want to say the answer. It says because 4 and blank are the alternate interior. What is the alternate interior to 4? No.
Oh, 1.
Alternate means they're on opposite sides of the transversal. This transversal T. So let me help you. Alternate interior, talking about, I just now read this. It's not T1 and T2. They've labeled them already. It's S and T. This is transversal S, this is transversal T. So focus on this line here. What is the alternate interior if this is the transversal we're talking about? Alternate means they're on opposite sides of the transversal, 2. And interior means they're inside the parallel line. So this is angle 2. We're going to go right up into the bell rings. Don't start putting your stuff away early. So now what do we know about 4 and 2? They are congruent. So angle 4, the measure of angle 4 plus, or no, the measure of angle 4 equals the measure of angle 2. Now, one way you could do that is you put one arc here and you put one arc here. Now, it says because 5 and blank are alternate interior angles, so 5 and 3, right? So, oh, you know what? I see why you guys are getting confused. I'm saying use T. I'm making all kinds of mistakes. This was the transversal S, and this one we're going to do the transversal T. Oops. I'm trying to hurry up and get this done before the bell rings, and I think my rush.
This is why you should never include letters.
Angle 5 and angle 3, good, you guys figured it out. What do we know about 5 and 3? They're congruent. It says label angle 5 with the number of the angle in which it's congruent. So angle 5 is congruent with 3. Angle 5 is also congruent with this over here. So what they want us to do is they want us to label those in a, so in other words, what's congruent with 5? 3. What's congruent with 4? 2. Okay? And then it says the 3 angles that lie along line B, 4, 5, and 1, notice that these 3 angles lie along a line. So what do we know about the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 4 and the measure of angle 5? They add up to 180. Okay? And then it says because angles 2 and 4 are congruent and angles 3 and 5 are congruent, you can substitute angle 2 for 4 and 3 for 5. So this line here, 1 is 1, but now we're going to take 4 and make it 2. we're going to take 5, which is congruent to 3, and we know that the measure of angles 1, 2, and 3 also equal 180. Right? So this is another way kind of to prove the same thing. The measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2 and the measure of angle 3 have to add up to 180 because they're in a triangle. But we know that because of the transversal properties that they, we just proved it. Okay? So what does that mean?
Always 180.
It's always 180, and we proved it using math. Bye, guys. Have a good day.